Have you ever thought about the air you breathe? About the nitrogen and sulfur cycles that occur naturally in the atmosphere? What about the human activities that disrupts the cycle? Do you know and consider its effects? The world we live in is beautiful, but its beauty is constantly threatened by human actions that harm the delicate balance of nature. We tend to forget that nature is once on our side as we continue to harm wildlife, exhausting all available resources so we can further develop our cities and our lands. But with this growth comes with a cost. We are harming our planet in countless ways through the negative impact of human actions on nitrogen and sulfur cycles in the sky. Improper waste disposal significantly contributes to the sky's imbalance of nitrogen and sulfur cycles. City incinerators are one of the primary sources of air pollution. The incineration of waste releases toxic gases and particles into the air, which contributes to the formation of acid rain. We must adopt proper waste management practices, such as recycling and composting, to reduce the amount of incinerated waste and the nitrogen and sulfur compounds released into the environment. When acid rain falls into our rivers and lakes, it can cause harm to aquatic life and damage our ecosystems. Our daily habits and behaviors also contribute to this problem. The improper sewage disposal, including releasing untreated wastewater into our rivers and water bodies, adds more nitrogen and sulfur into the environment. These pollutants harm the air we breathe and devastate our water bodies, aquatic life, and ecosystems. The excess nitrogen and sulfur in the environment can cause an overgrowth of algae in water bodies, which leads to a lack of oxygen in water, ultimately killing aquatic life. Industrialization and transportation have led the emission of large amounts of nitrogen and sulfur compounds into the atmosphere. Combined with other atmospheric components, these compounds form harmful pollutants like acid rain and smoke. Due to land excavation, the loss of green spaces, including trees and vegetation, significantly contribute to the imbalance of nitrogen and sulfur cycles in the sky. When we excavate the land for construction purposes, we disrupt the natural balance of the soil. This leads to losing the soil's capacity, which reduces the ecosystem's ability to absorb nitrogen and sulfur compounds from the air. This creates a host of problems, including acid rain and soil degradation. Despite the challenges we face, there is hope. We can take action to reduce the negative impact of human activities on nitrogen and sulfur cycles in the sky and create a sustainable future for ourselves and the planet. Prioritizing and strategizing to create green spaces, such as parks and gardens, help absorb nitrogen and sulfur from the air. We can also reduce our carbon footprint by adopting sustainable transportation options like biking and walking, reducing our dependence on fossil fuels, and contributing to a cleaner air and healthier environment.
Breaking the balance of nature is a dangerous game, and the negative impact of human actions on nitrogen and sulfur cycle in the sky is a pressing issue, but it is not insurmountable. Let's take necessary steps to correct the imbalance and act today to create a sustainable future for ourselves and future generations. Suppose we continue to disregard the impacts on the environment. In that case, we would suffer much more. We could lose a livable future, losing a place we can call our home. We could lose the earth if we are not careful enough not to take responsibility for the damage that we've done. We need to act now. or we choose to suffer later.